Hello, Kentucky Home Middle School Vice Principal Interview Team. First, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit about myself with you today, and I look forward to the opportunity of sharing a little bit more about me and some ideas that I have, and also learning a little bit more about Old Kentucky Home Middle School. First, a little about me. I did graduate from Georgetown College, where I then worked for Sherwin-Williams as a market manager. While I was there, I trained individuals and led groups of people through a training programs to become successful managers of stores of their own. I did realize there was a hole. There was just something missing as I was there. And to the surprise of my family, came to my wife one day and said, I want to teach sixth grade math. I decided to spend about a year kind of doing some research on that and making sure that was the right choice for me. I talked to principals, I talked to teachers, I talked to students and visited schools and decided that that was the calling and the place that I wanted to go. I wanted to go have a positive impact on the lives of kids at the middle school level. So I went back to school, went to the University of Louisville to get my master's in education. I've been teaching now middle school math for 8 years. I've enjoyed the relationships I've built, the students' lives that I've been able to be a part of, and being able to hopefully make math and school fun for them in the process. But also saw some examples of some administrators and just the role that they played in the school and the impact that they had on students' lives and the ability that they had to change the direction just as the teachers do of some students' lives, and decided to go to Bellarmine University to get my ADS. And that's what has brought me here in front of you today, seeking to be Old Kentucky Home Middle School's next vice principal. Yes, what brings me joy? The first, a couple of things come to mind. First, being with my family and spending time with my family. My wife Lindsay and I have two kids, Jack, who is 12, and Emily, who is 8. We enjoy spending time outdoors. We go camping. We camp in a tent. We love to play in streams, go hiking, putting up a hammock and just sitting back and relaxing and reading a book. We also enjoy cheering on the Wildcats. Definitely a UK fan and enjoy going to a game or just watching a game on TV. Uh, just brings us some joy. What also brings me joy in the classroom is when a student goes from this type of mentality and this mindset where they are struggling, they're having trouble, they're ready to throw in the towel and ready to give up, but through the hard work and the dedication of a teacher or at times myself, the student can then become this student where they are excited to be in the classroom. They have confidence. They've learned a skill, and that light bulb goes off like, oh, I get it. I know how to do that. It brings great joy to a teacher, and that's what brings us back each day. Eventually, the hope is that turns into a relationship that student can't wait to be at school to see that individual, that advocate, and that person who really they want to see, and the teacher who or that adult in the building who has built that relationship that is an advocate for them that they can depend on and rely on, not just in middle school but even beyond. Some of my gifts and strengths. I'm athletic. Had the ability to play two sports in high school and continue baseball to the collegiate level. That required a lot of teamwork, a lot of cooperation. Skills as a leader are important, that you can cooperate with others, you can lead others, and you can be a part of a team. I'm also creative. I like to create things, like physically build things. I also like to think outside the box and think of different ways and be innovative in my thinking of what we can do inside the school building just to help students be more successful. As a parent of a middle school and elementary school student, and having worked in a middle school, it's also important, and I feel a gift and a strength of mine, to be patient, to be compassionate and supportive. Middle school students are asking a lot of questions. They're making choices, good choices that we would like to go back and make differently at times, but just being patient with them and letting them figure those things out, supporting them when they do fall, and just being compassionate in those times of need for them. I also know how to have fun. I enjoy just being with kids, making school fun, spending time with them outside the classroom, at a game, just in a fun way, and just enjoying being a part of their life. I see Old Kentucky Home Middle School and Nelson County as being really similar to the community that I grew up in. Um, it's just a community that is involved with the schools, a community that celebrates their schools, celebrates their heritage, celebrates their history, and just a community that when you are out in the community, when you're at a community event or you're just around town, like, you know the individuals that you live with around, and you know those families, and you're a part of those families and your friends, and you've built those community, you've built those relationships that will last, again, much more than the 3 years you have in middle school. They will last throughout time. With that, I thank you. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to meeting you on Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. Thanks a lot.